Now, when you're dealing with four voices like that, that's a lot to keep down and a lot of fingers to crush into each other too. That's why I try to work with three voices, because it gives you more breathing space, and you have a free finger at any time to grab a note that another finger isn't playing. So I'd like to talk about a way to get a little inner motion in your chord progressions. In other words, turning it into like a little string trio on your fingerboard instead of a block chord. A really easy way to start, and really useful voicings for a variety of purposes, are the ones I'm about to show you. We've all, at this point, probably learned these classic guitar voicings, what some people call drop two voicings. I call them 1, 5, 7, 3 voicings, just because that's the order of the notes. C major 7th, D minor 7th, E minor 7th, F major 7th, G dominant 7th, A minor 7th, B minor 7th, C major 7th again. Now this is kind of the meat and potatoes of most working jazz guitarists' chord repertoire, and they're used, Wes Montgomery did amazing things with them with his chord melody. Also the diminished form of that chord. But I found that you can get the same chord quality by taking the fifth out of each chord and just using 3 notes. If you leave the fifth out, it's still got almost the same sound. It's not quite as thick. In many ways, it's a little clearer. Same thing going up the scale. There the fifth is flatted, but you don't miss the sound so much because your ear's already hearing the C major scale and all those chords. Now we continue the same idea going up the scale. D minor 7th, down a step in the scale, E minor 7th, we'll go down a step in the scale to the C. So it's like an E minor 7th to a C triad, or really a C add 9. F major 7th, F 6th, G 7th, G 13th implied, A minor 7th, F triad, and naturally, you're not always going to go all the way up to the scale, but even just moving from one inversion to the other. And again, it's not about pressure. You have to get used to keeping those fingers light on the fingerboard. You don't want your your circulation going out in your fingers holding down those notes. You want them just staying there comfortably. 4 bars or so, rather than just. Just that little subtle variation in sound can give you some nice control. Just make it not quite as monotonous and give you a little direction to your chords.